Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. I'm so sorry that I missed you guys for a while. Make it up to you guys later. You and the 5 other signs that have been late. I have been resting, shopping, enjoying time with my family, relaxing, and just, you know, taking time out to enjoy myself a little bit and to take it slower, because getting this whole tarot thing set up has been a little bit exhausting and I've been ignoring a few things. So literally I just wanted to just, you know, stop acting like I've got, you know, these deadlines on my neck, because I think I put out the February love readings are all out already, so I felt kind of okay about that. But as I said yesterday, I'm ready to get back on today. Alright, so I'm going to put you and the 5 other signs that I've been kind of late with. We'll flip the rotation next time and do you guys first, okay? This is going to be your bi-weekly reading. You know what? I'm going to scratch that. I'm just going to make it for the rest of February, okay? Because this reading is so long, so that I can pump out my weekly love reading. So I think that's what people want to see as well. Today is February the 6th. So we're going to make this for the 7th to the 28th, okay? So that's 1, 2, 3 weeks. 7th to the 28th. So this is for February 7th to the 28th for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, February 7th to the 28th. Okay, I'm going to use the Goddess Tarot by Chris Walder, the Wild Kuan Yin deck by Alana Fairchild, the Divine Feminine Oracle deck by Megan Watterson, the Wisdom of the Oracle cards by Colette Baron-Reed, the Crystal Reading cards by Rochelle Sharman, the Sacred Traveler by Denise Lynn, and Angela Hartfield's Whispers of Love, and then Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels. Here we go. I'm going to leave the Romance Angels and Whispers of Love for last. So please check out your February love readings. They're up. As well as, you know, I have 2 tarot haul videos up. It's fun to see what you pick up at the, you know, these little metaphysical shops, these tarot deck shops, crystal shops, because I do talk about my crystals quite a lot. Alright, so this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Can we get a positive reading? This is for February 7th to the 28th, please. Let's get a positive reading for Pisces that will work for their, towards them manifesting their best life. It's, you know, a new moon right now, Aquarius moon, new moon. It's also the Lunar New Year that's already begun. And Lunar New Year is not just Chinese New Year. A lot of people say Chinese New Year, Chinese New Year. It's Lunar New Year. Many different nations go by the Lunar New Year, not just China or the Chinese. So happy Lunar New Year to everybody. I've had my crystals all outside. I wanted to leave them out for a good 3 days of the new moon, because I just love new moons. I think I've mentioned before to you guys, my moon is in Aries. So every new moon I feel like $1,000,000 for real. Doesn't matter what's going on in life, if it's a new moon, I feel like Popeye with spinach. I can sense it, even if I'm not paying attention and I've been really like busy with school and life and things like that back in the day, I still can sense, I could smell a new moon. I'm just like, it must be a new moon. And it usually is. Alright. So this is for Pisces. I hope you guys have been doing well. Missed you guys. Missed everybody. Glad to be back. Alright. For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th, please. February 7th to the 28th. I think I'll do a special Valentine's quickie read for all the signs one by one as well. So please do look for that. Okay, I'm going to end the shuffle. because usually I wait for a card to pop out to signal the end of a shuffle. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, February 7th to the 28th. Alright, there's a stop there. On the bottom, we've got Strength with Goddess Oya. Situation is Six of Pentacles. Challenge is Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to move this over here a little bit. Okay. And then the Conscious is Five of Pentacles. Wow, a lot of Pentacles. Foundation is Princess of Staves, which is the Princess of Wands. These cards are slippery. Four of Swords in the recent past. Queen of Pentacles. Yes. Good, Pisces. In the recent future. You right now, Two of Pentacles. Okay. How did I run out of space when this is more space than usual? Weirdness. Okay. Around you. Seven of Wands. Hopes and Fears. Sacrifice with Goddess Kuan Yin representing the spot, the position of the Hanged Man in traditional tarot. Outcome, Queen of Wands, Queen of Staves. Good. Excellent. And they got strong strength here with Goddess Oya. Let me just put this over here. I'll put this over here. All right. So let's talk about this. Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving. Now, this is a general reading, so I'm not going to read for love and romance unless that's actually what pops up. Off the bat, we see lots of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That speaks to, you know, real material concerns for this period of the 7th to the 28th. Things that you are, you know, tangible, touchable, that will have a physical impact on your life. What fate cards do we have? We have Strength on the bottom and the Hangman card, which is a sacrifice here with Goddess Kuan Yin in your hopes and fears. So these two are going to play major, more of a stronger influence during this time because these are fate cards, major arcana meaning major secrets. Everything else is pretty much, it's all free will, okay, aside from these two cards, which is giving you kind of a divine influence here. So Six of Pentacles is just about, you see this one lady in the middle and she's wealthy and she's holding a pentacle, and the other two ladies at her feet are kind of in a lower position, as you can see. And the one in the middle, she's got, you know, jewelry on, and her robes are nicer, finer than the other two. So this kind of illustration, this depiction, it just immediately tells you off the bat that the status level, the equality, there's inequality, and the status level is different. There is a difference between these two and this lady in the middle. Definitely there is, like, if you look at it, a high vibration, giving and receiving, and this woman being charitable, the other two being, you know, appreciative, giving and receiving, good karma all around. All right, need some orange juice. Okay. On the lower vibration, it can speak to these two kind of feeling like a little bit jealous, a little bit feeling like, you know, maybe they wanted more. Maybe you think one thinks that they deserve more than the other. Maybe they don't like this person having the authority to, you know, decide what's right for them. It can also, on the lower vibration, speak to exploitation, where, you know, you got this, like, in this card, it depicts it like, you know, this noble lady and her servants, or her, you know, ladies in waiting, or her attendants, okay? We'll see how this goes. But generally, it's the card of charity, giving and receiving, reciprocity, philanthropy, along those lines. Lower vibration, you can take it as exploitation, or, you know, people not quite happy either way of what they're having to give out or what they're getting. All right, consciously, so the challenge here is Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity, like a new job, a new business, a new project, something along those lines. Not so much the creative aspect, but something that's a real material opportunity. It could even be a relationship. It could be a relationship. It could be a job. It could be a move. It could be something that's really tangible that's going to make a difference in your life, for sure. And that's coming up as a challenge. Let's see where this goes. Consciously, you got 5 of Pentacles. So whenever I see this card, I see this one pop out. And, you know, these two are like, they're just twinsies, okay? They go together. Why? Because they're both Pentacles. First of all, you know it's about, you know, coins or the material world. So these two always look like these two. You know what I mean? And when it's like so odd, even for Aquarius's reading, I got these two together as well in the reading. So I feel like this is the situation where this one person giving and receiving to these people, get this kind of whole kind of relationship between these three, this kind of dependency. And then on the consciousness level, this is a card, 5 of Pentacles, about lack of faith, lack of trust, or lack of finances, feeling left out in the cold. So consciously, there's that, the situation here is being dependent on somebody and, you know, giving and receiving, being dependent, let's just put it that way, waiting for a new opportunity, some kind of new opportunity that's a challenge, either hasn't happened or they're hoping for one, hoping for some kind of, maybe to be given some kind of opportunity here, okay? Consciously, though, you've got feeling left out in the cold, these two people. They have been, it could be that you're thinking, if this is you, Pisces, about, you know, you're the person in the middle. It could be that you're thinking that you want to leave the situation, or it could be that you feel left out in the situation, okay? However way you want to see it, consciously, day to day, you're thinking about these two being separated now. Could be a rebellious card as well, where you're not taking that help anymore and you want to go it alone. It's going to be harder. As you can see, they're not dressed for the weather even. It's snowy, it's cold, they're outside, they don't have shelter, they don't have food. But I take 5 of Pentacles also in a rebellious sense of, like, you'll see the traditional rendering of the illustration with a church, and then you'll see the two people outside and they don't want to go into the church. Some people will say they don't see it. I don't really feel that way. Which tells me that sometimes, you know, when you think about the church, not everybody has wonderful feelings about the church, right? Or any kind of institution. It could be marriage, it could be law, it could be whatever. Sometimes you feel like you want to be an outsider because you're not down with however that way that institution represents itself or runs. So you leave yourself outside in the cold. You go the harder route because you feel like it's more in alignment with your ethics or morals, let's say. Okay, or how you feel about things, that things should be done, or something along that line. So I'm thinking consciously could be wanting to go alone, go it alone with you and your partner, you and your friend, or to leave this dependency, okay? At the foundation, you've got Princess of Staves, and in this deck, as I've said before, this Goddess Tarot is very girl power. So these princesses are all representative of the knights in traditional tarot. So the Princess of Staves is really the Knight of Wands. So at the base here, you're inspired. The Knight of Wands is someone who's passionate, attractive, early 20s to early 30s, single energy, not married, very hot, very excited, very confident, very bold, very outgoing. Gets a lot of attention. Now in the Wands suit here, the Wands are all about creative male fire energy. So you see this Princess of Wands, this Knight of Wands is someone, it also typically is rendered with horses and so on. So the knight is on a horse. It's speaking to swift movement and change. Could be travel, wanting to go somewhere. So I feel like this subconscious here is just beneath the surface. Your hidden feelings, you know, it's looking like you've got some kind of great idea that you want to pursue. And it's directly related and crowned by this Ace of Pentacles, like some kind of opportunities, business opportunity. So you've got this kind of material coin, pentacle, and then you've got the fiery energy of the Knight of Wands that wants to go out and manifest and create, crowning this card together. So it feels like there's a dependency here. There's some kind of giving and receiving. Someone who's got more than the others. and hoping. The challenge here is to get an opportunity, a new business opportunity or something to manifest from this. At the foundation, you're feeling like you want to manifest, and you have some kind of idea, some creative idea that you want to pursue. So you're thinking of going it alone now. Recent past, Four of Swords. That's just speaking to rest, retreat, meditation, a break, fishing, Cuba, vacation, staycation, anything that is to do with regeneration, healing, and like a reset button on yourself. Time to heal, time to get your energy back up. Kind of like what I just did, okay? Four of Swords is like when you went to battle, come back, and you're processing everything that just happened, you're healing, you're taking a time out before you step back into the fray, basically, to fight another day, okay? And then you got Queen of Pentacles in the recent future. Amazing energy. This is Taurus energy, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Earth, Pentacle energy, Earth energy. Very grounded energy. So I feel like in the recent future, there's two queens. Very powerful energy. So you've got this lady here. Oh, okay. You see how this card has all three of them together. And then in the recent future and in the conscious here, it's like they've been separated, you know? Like this middle lady here who's wealthy, she's turned now from, you know, Six of Pentacles, now she's the queen. And these two are out in the cold. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to give you my theory here. My theory is you have people who are dependent on you. These two. You have a challenge here of trying to start a new business. Very creative and passionate about it. You've got the energy, you've got the drive, you've got the vision to make it happen. Consciously, you're thinking about what's going to happen to these two. They're going to be left out in the cold. Going to have to cut them off. Going to have to like make moves, do things that serve in my best interest. So in the recent past, there was this time of rest and regeneration. Could be because you had to separate. And you had to kind of heal from however that made you feel. And the conflict that might have come out of that, okay? Hurt feelings, separation, kind of misunderstandings, whatever, right? Because sometimes people aren't reasonable about other people having to, you know, say, this is my space, this is what I got to do with my life. Sometimes people don't have the same responsibilities as, say, as the Queen of Pentacles has responsibilities. So they might feel like, you know, it's kind of like that energy where Queen of Pentacles is like a mother, okay? A nurturer. It's that energy of like a single woman who doesn't have children is expecting, let's say, her girlfriend who's like gotten married and has kids now to be able to like have all that free time and shoot the breeze and all that stuff that like she used to do. And if you're a mom, you're like, I don't have time for shit. I don't have time for nothing, right? So there's this kind of misunderstanding. So sometimes you have to cut it off because you have to take care of your kingdom. And you have to take care of your stuff first. So it looks like it's kind of that situation, but it's caused conflict maybe in the recent past. And that's why it was like, you know, a time for you to take a break. Recent future, there you are. Queen of Pentacles, you are leveled up and you are a nurturer, loyal, strong, independent, self-sufficient. This is like a mother energy as well. Someone who's taking care. Queen of Pentacles takes care of her kingdom. She definitely does. Someone who cares about her tribe, her community, deep roots. Very responsible for others. Is earth energy, right? Very like into interdependence, thinking about the greater community, all those kind of things. And then in the recent, in the you right now though, you got Two of Pentacles. This feels like the energy of once you had this idea and you started manifesting it and started, you know, putting the work into it, like you see this woman looking at her wand. You've got now juggling with the Two of Pentacles, trying to make things happen, having a lot of ideas out there, a lot of plates spinning, networking, lots of communication, busy time for you, trying to get this off the ground, you know, and it's taking like it's a balancing act to try to make it happen. So this is you right now, but I would say rest assured, because you got like in the recent future and in the outcome, there's two queens, and they're both about, it's major creative and work energy. And it's both queens in this deck because it's girl power. The kings are not the completion of the suit. The queens are. So these are the both completions of pentacles and wands. Manifesting in the material world, and the vision, the confidence, and the strength and the fire energy to make things happen. That action, like how male energy is about fire, action, power, dynamism, and the woman's energy is like nurturing, intuitive, psychic, life-giving. You put those two together, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, so around you, you've got 7 of staves, 7 of wands, which is telling me like this is this energy surrounding you. Now this could be someone who feels like there's an energy surrounding you. It's this person here. It's this woman. She's on top of this hill, and there's 6 wands that are kind of challenging her. And this is called the card of blocking, kind of like she's blocking there. It could mean that you're blocking people from intruding on your space. Because when I was talking about sometimes you have to make that, draw that line in the sand and go, I can't. I have my own shit to deal with. Like, I got to take care of my kingdom. I have to take care of my things. This is the kind of energy around you right now, where people might be needing your attention. People might be giving you communications. People might be trying to come at you. People might be attracted to you. Could be anything, and all of these things. This is the hero card as well. It's saying that you have the strength and the ability and the perseverance to overcome whatever opposition or obstacles there are. Now then you've got the hopes and fears. This is the Hangman card traditionally, and it says sacrifice with the goddess Kuan Yin, and this is a major arcana, so it's going to have a strong influence for the 7th to the 28th. Here it's depicted with goddess Kuan Yin with a baby. This is a Buddhist goddess of compassion. In Buddhism, it's in Sanskrit, it's Buddha Avalokiteshvara, and the Dalai Lama is also a human manifestation of the Buddha of compassion. And in China, they call the female kind of depiction here as saying it's her name is Kuan Yin, okay, the Buddha of compassion. And in this deck, Chris Wilder has decided to depict her with a baby, sacrifice. So in your hopes and fears, with the Hangman card, traditionally, it shows a man hanging upside down from a tree. And it's a card of sacrifice because it's like a spiritual sacrifice. It shows this kind of picture of like an ascetic, some kind of performance of asceticism, where you put yourself in uncomfortable positions while you're meditating, and you're, kind of offering up your efforts to whatever deity that you're, meditating on or praying to, let's say, okay? And that's a card of sacrifice. It speaks to being stuck, waiting, being in a position that you don't want to be stuck in, is not ideal for you, but you do it because you know other people are dependent on you being in that position. Like, kind of like where you can't make a move yet because you have people dependent on you. So you're going to stay stuck for a little bit longer. And that's why you'll see this kind of golden halo around the Hangman's head, even though he's upside down hanging from one foot, from his ankle. He's got this very peaceful look on his face and a golden like halo around his head because he's sacrificing for the greater good. So you're hoping to be able to sacrifice, and I always take this as a card for hoping to sacrifice for your children, okay, or for your family. I get major vibes like that just because these two are right next to each other. This is the Queen of Pentacles, the mother energy, definitely for sure. She's a matriarch, big time. And then you've got this mother energy over here with the goddess Kuan Yin here. In the end result, the outcome, okay, you see the Queen of Staves, the Queen of Wands. That's it. You've completed it. You're this is where you, whatever your ideas are, you make it happen. You're able to manifest now easily. It's just like breathing for you. This is someone who's come into her own power. Quite confident now. This is a card of confidence. Okay, Queen of Staves, Queen of Wands. So much so that like sometimes if you see negative cards around, it could be speaking to like ego or overconfidence even, right? On a lower vibration. Someone who gets a lot of attention. Someone who's good at making things happen. Someone who's has a lot of influence over other people. You can't help it. You just watch this person and you see, and they're exciting to be around. Now this Five of Pentacles is looking straight at this Queen of Staves. I really feel like whoever it is that you are kind of distancing yourself from, or who feels left out in the cold, there really might be some issue there with them feeling left out and maybe resentful of your success, okay? So I would suggest, it seems like you're going to get through it and it'll be fine, and you're hoping to be of you know, more help. With this card, it's about compassion, because Goddess Kuan Yin is about the Buddha of compassion. So it looks like you're hoping to be compassionate and to give back and to help out, because Queen of Pentacles is all about helping out her family as well. So that's positive. On the bottom, you got Strength, the Strength card. And usually this is depicted, the 11th card, it's usually the Justice card, but sometimes they flip it. So in here, it's Strength, Goddess Oya. That's about having control over your kind of animal nature, your base instincts, having great strength. And I see that because it takes a lot of strength to be able to come out of the Four of Swords. You know, you thought about it, you rested, you know, you meditated on it, everything. You took the time out you needed. And you have these people dependent on you. It looks like it's family. But there's a new opportunity, and you had to cut some people loose to be able to move again. But you're hoping to still help them out. But, you know, it's hard when family kind of gives you obstacles while you're trying to make a better life for you and your family. So that's where the Strength card I see comes in. Look at that Ace of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment. You did good, Pisces. Whatever you're doing, it's the right move. This is the card of happiness. Just when you're completely, it's running over, it's full, right? 10 of Cups might be like, let's say, the happily ever after, where you're just ebullient and joyous because everything is just fits and it's perfect and you got everything you wanted. That's fantastic. Ace of Cups energy is literally just like where you're joyous just within yourself. You didn't need anybody else. This is like where it's such divine, blissful energy of like happiness and fulfillment just on your own without even like needing anyone else. Let's take one more peek. Seven of Swords. Before you get to here, this is this card. This is the Lord of Unstable Efforts. When you first try to do something new, like how you see the Four of Swords here, then it goes, this is the rest and retreat. And the sequence goes Five of Swords, where there's a kind of stealing or abuse of power. Six of Swords, where you leave a sad situation. Then it goes to Seven of Swords, where when you've gone to the new place after Six of Swords, you're kind of the shaky few steps, your first few steps of trying to start a new life. Totally fine, because nobody's perfect right away at something new. It looks like you're starting a new venture, so you're going to have a little bit of shaky legs, but it's going to be so fulfilling for you. And you get the recognition. This is skills, success, you're on top. For whatever work you're going to do, this is a card of collaboration with Three of Pentacles. It's also about recognition, having fame, and people noticing how good you are, what you do. Then the King of Staves. Wow. Looks like you might even meet somebody, or you have somebody, okay? Looks like you could even meet somebody who is your perfect mate from this collaboration here. Someone who works with you. With this new project, someone you'll meet while you're working that you collaborate with. I'm going to end it there. Okay, I'll take one more peek. Ace of Swords. That's a truth, victory, clarity. Honestly speaking about your feelings. Queen of Swords. This is the card of a single mother, divorcee energy. Someone who's... So I would say if you do meet this person and they're perfect for you, like, it takes strength, we said, right? Let's go through the storyline here. Strength to go out on your own. You feel happy and fulfilled. True, joyful fulfillment where your cup is running over just within yourself. Because you're so happy you followed the stream. These are the shaky legs when you're first trying to make the moves, okay, the Lord of unstable efforts. The first kind of trial and error, feeling like, you know, you're just learning to walk, basically, in this new venture. And it's completely normal and fine. But yet, look, immediately, very quickly, there's no long, shaky leg kind of like conflict and process here. You get straight into getting recognition for your skills at work. So you are really onto something, because whatever you're pursuing, you're good at. And then you meet, because of this Three of Pentacles, also speaking to collaboration as well. This King of Wands, he's your perfect soulmate match here with the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. And it looks like you're going to meet them through a collaboration at work with this new venture you're doing, this new business venture, new job. Then you got Ace of Swords, speaking to truth, victory, clarity, speaking your mind, being able to cut off everything that no longer serves you. But the only thing I want to warn you about, Pisces, is that this sword cuts both ways, and they always give that warning, which is that when you are in this mode of speaking your mind, speaking your truth, especially after you've gone through some hardship and stuff and you've become self-made or whatever, right? I would caution you not to be too harsh with your words, and be, you know, very thoughtful before you speak. Not to cut too much off, because you might need some of those people that you're trying to cut off quickly, because it leads to the single person energy here with the Queen of Swords, this divorcee energy, right? Looks like you meet somebody who's your perfect match, but this Swords energy, this like, it's a righteous card as well. It's like, you know, sometimes, of course, even if you're right, or you're not the one who's being dishonest, or you speak your mind about something truthfully, it could be offensive to someone. There's just a need for tact with the way you do it, and to be careful and mindful of what you're cutting off, because it looks to go to this Queen of Swords energy, which is the single woman, the divorcee, single mother energy. Still an awesome queen. You got 3 queens here. You are a high energy person, but that's going to lead to now your 4 of Cups, okay, where you see this divine cup here, but you don't see it because you're focused on the past, these 3 cups. This is the card of boredom, of having like just complete disinterest, like lethargy, disinterest in life, focused on the past. And you don't want to go there, because this is the energy that happens. Like when you meet your perfect match, get into an argument, or you guys all speak your truth, you speak your truth, but your tongue is sharper. You end up going, I don't need you. I did this all by myself. You end up doing it by yourself. You end up being single again. And you're really strong in your power here, sitting in your power. But then what happens after the fight's done and the buddy leaves is you're going to spend a long time being in your cups. And you won't see that Ace of Cups there, that 1 cup, right? Divine love, fulfillment, all of that, that's there. Now that's in the side, you don't even notice. So that's my only caution for you, Pisces. Let's go into your oracle cards. I'm going to pull 1 Wild Kuan Yin oracle card. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th, please. Can we get 1 card for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th? On the bottom, we've got surrender, sensitive sister, be moved by the moon. Beautiful. The one we read is on top. Grandmother ensures safe crossing. Beautiful. So I put this up here. Should I put this over here? Okay. And that is this stack. Number 16. You have a journey ahead of you. This journey will lead you across the water, far away from what you've known. To bear the crossing of the water, you must lose sight of the shore. It is part of your destiny, your sacred life path to take this journey. So although you may feel excitement or fear, hope or uncertainty about whether you are up to the task, know that it is meant for you. This journey is divinely blessed and will bring great success. Excellent. So it says, in a reading, things are happening for a reason. There is a particular path that you are meant to take so that you shall be in the right place at the right time, to encounter the experiences you are meant to have and the people you are meant to meet. Trust what is happening in your life. Life changes here could be those of career, religious or spiritual matters, lifestyle, or even sexual orientation. It could be any choice that feels as though it will take you more truthfully into your essence. It might not always feel like an easy journey, but it is meant to be and will ultimately bring greater happiness in time. You are meant to take a journey. That might be a trip that you are considering, moving house or careers, or even an inner journey of self-discovery or learning. Sign up for it. Don't stay with the comfort of what you know. A whole other world awaits you, and you will blossom through the experiences that this new world offers you. This oracle is a sign of success in a venture or journey, also of divine protection through any difficult time or experience. Okay, it says, the oracle of grandmother ensures safe crossing, indicates that not only are you on the journey, but you must keep looking. You have somewhere to go, a home to find, but you have not quite found it yet. There's something more for you to discover about yourself and your place in the world. There is a part of you that understands this. Do not imagine that where you currently find yourself is to be your resting place. There is more for you in your life. Further adventure awaits you. There are no guarantees given as to how your journey will unfold, just that you have had all the preparation you need. Even if you doubt your readiness and that the ancient wisdom of the Divine Mother in the form of grandmother will protect you. When the time is upon you, when you feel the stirring of divine discontent and the call of the wild to grow and expand, you are best to answer with a huge, heartfelt yes in caps! Exclamation point. All right. Next, we're going to pull one Divine Feminine Oracle card by Megan Watterson. This deck is by Megan Watterson. It's full of goddesses, ascended masters, enlightened dakinis. Basically, really amazing feminine wisdom from all over the world, diverse and inclusive. Whoa, okay. We got Enheduanna, the High Priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love on the bottom. We've got Goddess Isis, the goddess of magic. Sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. Goddess Inanna, the queen of heaven and earth. I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. And then Ariadne, the mistress of the labyrinth. My soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. Beautiful. I love that one. Love all of them. But those are three. I'm going to ask again for just one card because it's going to take too long. Each one of these cards has a description of the goddess and then what the oracle card means. And it takes a while. So taking 3 cards is like a full reading. Let's give me one card, please, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th. Some guidance for Pisces, please. Looks like they're trying to start something new here. Can you give them some guidance to deal with manifesting their best life here? What goddess can come out to give us some guidance for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to 28th, please? All right. I can take that one. On the bottom, we've got Lalita, the red goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. Okay, speaking to being joyful and playful and learning to laugh again, and sometimes how that cuts through conflict. But the one we got is Sarah Lakali, Queen of the Outsiders. I have arrived. I am where I will always be, in love. All right, we'll put the goddess up here. Thank you. Let's talk about that. Basically very much a feeling of being an outsider. She was someone who was, it says, with Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary. She had a vision that they were going to come, and they did, and all these other things. I don't remember all of it. Sarah Lakali. All right, 210. It says, When your soul selects her card, no matter who you are or where you are, Saint Sarah's love is the kind that reaches you. There's nothing you need to perfect or prove. There's nothing you need to wait to become. There's only the deep abiding truth that love is not outside of you. You are never an outsider to love. You are love. Saint Sarah is the ultimate love card, the one that whispers what you've always known, that love is our true purpose and our only true home. Love is where we will all arrive, no matter how persecuted, how lonely, how outcast we might feel, no matter how long it has been since we felt loved. Saint Sarah is the healing that comes when we embody love again. She's here to welcome us back to the singular destination we actually never left. Home is only ever as far as we allow ourselves to be separate from the space of our own heart. Soul voice meditation is enter the heart. Ask to experience love, true love, and let it fill you head to soul. The intention, I have arrived, I am where I will always be, in love. Honestly, it looks like you're going to meet your true love through your work with that King of Wands to the Queen of Wands. And you got the Ace of Cups. And it was even showing up in the Four of Cups. I would just, again, caution you about the... you know, the Ace of Swords energy. Being a little bit too harsh and cutting off things that you might need for later, because that looks like it's the perfect mate for you, that person. Just because the King of Wands to your Queen of Wands. Or vice versa, whatever. Okay, can we get one more card, please? This is Colette Baron Reid's Wisdom of the Oracle cards. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Can we get one card, please, to manifest their best life? This deck has a relationship message, a career message, and a protection message for conflict. So I'm going to read all three. Can we get one card, please, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 1st to the 14th? And take that. On the bottom, we've got here and now. That's kind of like that Four of Pentacles energy that we saw here. Okay? It's just saying that don't live in the past and don't dream about the future all the time. You got it, because this is where you are. Be in the present. And you see this little girl on top of an egg. Basically, you know, I kind of sometimes a feeling of when you are still feeling like a little girl, like you still have those issues from your childhood that's leaving you stuck. This also says that when you live in the past or stay too much dreaming about the future and those energies, you leak your power and your energy. And not to do that, and to always be mindful to be in the present. But the card, ooh, all that glitters. Wow. This is a card that's going to signify success. I'll tell you right now, it's about basically if you had nothing, or if someone else that you were interested had nothing, would you still want them? Would you still think that they're all that? This is about having substance versus falling for everything that glitters. All right. It's not all negative. Let me read it to you. 16. The essential meanings. A need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. Okay, so the oracle's message. It's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and to paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of success, or status, sorry, or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them, and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? Relationship message. Sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seems so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who that person is, not what he or she has or can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart. Let go of artifice and let what is authentic shine. So the prosperity message. Sometimes an opportunity looks so good that it glitters like gold and you just can't resist it, especially when it appears others are doing so well and have hit the mother lode. During the American gold rush, everyone hurried west to find their fortune and then deserted entire towns after the mining depleted the gold veins in the earth. So too can you deplete yourself as you chase after the latest shiny thing that has caught your eye. There is a mercurial quality to your present circumstances. Pay no attention to those who chase after fool's gold. Resist the temptation to be jealous of others. What they have achieved may not be the true success you seek, so don't compare yourself to them. You see only the surface right now, only the sparkle. Be assured that you will experience your own shining moment if you stick to what you know. All that glitters may not be gold for you. Okay, so maybe it is that situation where you might be in this kind of dependency situation and you have the challenges to go out on your own with a business venture of your own. You have the inspiration and the confidence here, okay, to manifest in the subconscious. Consciously, as I was saying to you, sometimes people want to go it alone because they don't want to be dependent on the institution. Sometimes they're not down with whatever that institution stands for. Remember I was talking about their morals, or it's not in alignment with your morals, or whatever it may be. Maybe it's just that you don't want to be dependent on someone, so you're thinking of going it alone. And you do, and then in the recent future, you manifest a Queen of Pentacles. It's successful. But in the meantime, it's a juggling act. You right now, making it happen. Spinning plates, lots of busy activity, lots of communication, and a lot of balancing act to make everything balance, in balance, harmonious, using your means in the best way possible to, manifest success. All right, so the protection message. This is a signal to walk away from what you're contemplating. There is a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath. Pursuing it will only bring about a difficult situation you will be sorry you got yourself into. Stay away. Isn't it wonderful how Spirit protects you? Better things await. Now that's a protection message. The prosperity message is, oh no, we did that one. All that glitters may not be gold for you. Resist the temptation to be jealous of others. What they have achieved may not be the true success you seek, so don't compare yourself to them. You see only the surface right now, only the sparkle. Be assured that you will experience your own shining moment if you stick to what you know. All that glitters may not be gold for you. All right, so that was those meanings. Okay, Pisces, take that as it resonates for you. Now, I'm going to pull one crystal, maybe I'll do, a crystal healing card. This is a crystal to work with for what's left of February, from February 7th to the 28th, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Can we get one crystal, please? It'll also tell us what chakra you need to work with. Chakra or chakras that you may need to work with to get in alignment. What needs healing? So can we get a crystal, please? That's it. Look at that. Gratitude. Oh no, gratitude. And it just popped out. Okay. Gratitude is what you need healing work with. And on the bottom, emotional healing. Awakening crystal. Master teacher card. This is about all the chakras. Okay. But this one, green, I'm guessing that's a heart chakra crystal. Because green is for the heart chakra. But it could be for more than just the heart chakra. But it's about gratitude. So let's look up Hidden Light. Alright, translucent to opaque green, and it's related to the heart chakra. So your heart chakra needs healing, okay? It says, crystal of deep gratitude reveals that gratitude is the key to receiving, opens the heart and assists in dissolving any judgments in your life, allows you to create a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. So it says you've attracted this wonderful healing card into your life right now to remind you of the importance of gratitude in your life. Mastering gratitude allows you to receive the fruits life has to offer. If you have been feeling overwhelmed by life, you are being encouraged to let go of the stress and come back into your heart. Recognize and acknowledge all the beautiful things and people in your world. Take a moment to think of just one thing or person you have gratitude for. Allow your appreciation of life to blossom again, even in the darkest days. A thought of gratitude can bring a ray of sunshine. Breathe the healing energies of hidden light into your being. Everything in life happens for a reason. All challenges are opportunities and hidden gifts that bring courage and strength, which define who you are. When you find the strength in your heart to open to gratitude, you receive the blessings life has to offer. Feel the waves of love engulf you and send it into every cell of your being and out into the world. This card could also be a confirmation that you have already been feeling more gratitude in your life and your heart is happy and alive. Beautiful. Okay. So let's pull one Sacred Traveler Oracle card by Denise Lynn. I love this deck. It's always got a very adventurous, exciting feel to it. So can we get one card, please, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th. For February 7th to the 28th. Let's get one card for Pisces for February 7th to the 28th. Okay, there's two. It says grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Now, I'm going to have to keep these two just because we got gratitude twice, okay? And we're talking about dependencies, giving, receiving, and, you know, all that. So we got traveling lightly, simplify your life on the bottom. And you know I was going to try to just sneak in there that I'm going to reshuffle and ask for one card. But as soon as I saw gratitude come up twice, I can't ignore that. Obviously, it looks like you're feeling like you're comparing yourself to someone else. You're looking at the success that another person has. And it might be having you feel a certain way about things, okay? But I see you juggling right now, but you're going to be manifesting this Queen of Pentacles energy in the future. It looks very good for you, especially in the outcome. They're saying in the meantime, please cultivate this sense of gratitude for what you've already been given. Sometimes it's hard to be on the receiving end all the time when you want to break out on your own, but still, that doesn't mean that, you know, someone else has to be punished for actually being kind and sharing what their resources are with you. So it's saying to be grateful, regardless of your situation, because you still are, it looks like, you know, in that sense, with the gratitude coming up twice, that even though you want to go out on your own, and you do, you're going to be grateful that they helped you get there. All right, so let's read about grace and gratitude. Here we go. The secret to expanding joy is to cherish the preciousness of life and everyone and everything around you. It's simple, easy, and so very powerful. Be grateful for as much as you can. Thankfulness is modern-day alchemy. It can yield happiness, grace, and peace beyond imagination. The Secret Traveler wants you to know, the secret to a remarkable, fulfilling journey is to allow gratitude to flood you at every juncture. No matter what twists and turns there are in the road, whether you are comfortable or uncomfortable, whether you are confident or unsure, no matter what you're experiencing, even if your challenges seem insurmountable, feeling grateful will ease any challenge, replace darkness with light, and allow you to hear the chorus of the angels. Your entire life can transform when you take time to fully, deeply, and profoundly allow the grace of gratitude to fill you. Next, great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. Oh my gosh, it's like literally right after it. Grace and gratitude and great adventure right after it. And no, this is not a new deck. I've already shoveled this a million times. Okay. The card meaning, at the end of your life, you are more likely to regret the things you didn't do than the things you did do. Take risks. Not every risk enables success, but if you don't try, you'll never know what remarkable experiences were available to you. By stepping out of your comfort zone, you'll discover new talents and abilities. Playing safe in the long run is no safer than venturing forth with glee. To quote Helen Keller, life is either a daring adventure or nothing. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, Hoist your sails, catch the trade winds of adventure, and enter the open seas. Explore new ports of call. It's easy to stay safe in the harbor, but that's not where the juice of life is. When you sail the open seas without knowing what the day will bring, life force energy is activated within you. There are no guarantees when you take a risk. Be willing to go out on a limb. That's where the best fruit is. When you push yourself beyond your personal boundaries, life is so much more fulfilling. Excellent. Beautiful. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Yeah, leave it like that. All right. I'm going to pull a Romance Angels card next. So, this is for love and romance for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th. Second last oracle card now. Can we get a card to shed some light and insight for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th for their love and romance? For love and romance for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th. Okay. It's one card. Thank you. Thank you. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And on the bottom, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. All right, so I'm going to put this over here. Hope you can see it. And let's read about that. Very soon. This card asks you, what do you want? And demands very clear and specific answers. Just like putting in your order at a restaurant, the universe has been listening to your thoughts and feelings about your love life and has brought you what you asked for. When you complain about what's served to you, it's only because you placed an unclear order. As soon as you are perfectly straightforward about what it is you desire, it comes to you upon the wings of angels in an instant. You drew this card because it's time for you to get clear and honest with yourself and formulate your requests with faith and optimism. Trust your feelings and make decisions for yourself about what's best for you. All right. Then finally, last oracle card for the day, we've got Whispers of Love. Can we get one last card, please, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for their love and romance? Love and romance. What's going on for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for love and romance, please? Okay. On the bottom, be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. Very straightforward. On the top, show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. All right. Let's see, though, what that says. It says number 5. Okay, so one of the amazing aspects of being loving is that love also supports us. It is good to remember that when we are kind to others, we look for more opportunities to show kindness. When others are kind to us, in return, we are motivated to pass that kindness on. Take a moment to show kindness and bring more love into the world. Beautiful. Okay, Pisces, that was your reading for February 7th to the 28th. Your bi-weekly general. Really, I made it, for 3 weeks just because it is a pretty long reading. Check back for your weekly love readings. I'm going to have those up after I get the next 5 signs out. Until next time, talk to you soon and take care. Bye-bye.